Happy Halloween, sister friends.
Say what?
We're here to talk a little bit about the height of the sister wives and more specifically, Kody. Let's jump into it. Okay, looking at Reddit online and looking at different videos that people put and looking at general information, Wikipedia, Google searches, the heights of the sister wives are all over the place. All over the place. They literally will have different ones even taller than other ones. Not only are they not exactly sure how tall they are, but they'll say this one's taller than that one's taller than this one. It's crazy. I'm going to get to the bottom of it in this episode, but more specifically, how tall really is Kody Brown? And does he have a little bit of assistance to get him there? Let's discuss. All right, so this is where I'm going to get my information from this time, which may not be any more reliable than Reddit or any other online platform. This is out of the mouth of Mykelti Brown.
Unreliable.
So she said the other day that in terms of kids, being the tallest kids, Peyton is the tallest. No shocker there. She didn't say how tall, but she said Aurora was the second tallest and Isabel was the third tallest, which I find odd. It seems like Isabel's taller than Aurora, but the situations I'm thinking of, Isabel may have also been in heels. So I'm not certain. Now, Tony didn't agree with Mykelti, but Mykelti was insistent. She kept saying, nope, 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 nope. And then she only acquiesced and backpedaled a little bit by saying it's possible they're about the same height. And that would be 6 feet tall, both towering over dear old dad. That's probably why Kody doesn't like Peyton now that I think about it. It's the one son that's taller than he is. Well, there could be other ones that are taller than him. It's the one son that towers over Kody. Okay, so in a chat the other day, the discussion came up during her Patreon about different heights and she was sharing it. And so this is what she said. When it comes to the height of the wives in the family, the tallest is Robin, then Mary, then Christine, then Janelle. And I can see that. I can see that from the show. And I think that in terms of who's taller than who, when it comes to the wives, she would really know because, they were full grown. They weren't growing anymore for the majority of her life. She knew exactly how tall everybody was. Maybe not the exact number, but we're going to talk about that next. She said that Robin was 5'11".
No, she's not.
Mary was 5'8". She was guessing. I'm thinking closer to 5'9", but she was doing a guesstimate on Mary. She didn't know her exact height. For her mom, Christine, she said she was 5'7.5". That's a very specific number, so I trust her on that. Plus, it's her mother. So the one thing that we do know in terms of a plum mark in all of this is that Christine is 5'7.5" inches tall. And Christine is the second shortest of the sister wives. When it came to Janelle, she said she was either 5'3" or 5'4". I'm guessing 5'4". I don't think she looks like she's 5'3". And she doesn't look that significantly shorter than Christine. If Christine's 5'7.5", Janelle's 5'4" or 5'5", in my opinion. But that's my opinion. I don't know. I just don't see Janelle being that much shorter.
However, I think Janelle is 5'4" or 5'3". Mom is 5'7.5", and I think Mary's probably 5'8", around 5'8" or so. So Dad is taller than all of them.
It's difficult to assess on the show. They all have different size heels on. And so you never know exactly whose footwear is going to have an impact on the height. But we can rest assured know it goes Robin, Mary, Christine, Janelle. Where's Kody in terms of height in all of this? He is between Robin and Mary. She said he's 5'10". Now, I know Kody tells everybody he's 5'10". It's fine. Kody has such a Napoleon complex. He has such a little man syndrome. There is no way he is telling everybody his exact height. Not to mention, we've seen him lie so many times on this show. So we know he's a liar on top of it. We know he has the biggest ego in the world. We know he's also, along with having a huge ego, is very insecure. He's a very complicated man. We know he's extremely vain. And the height plays into that. He's always trying to pump himself up, which is why it's also hard to tell his height. For example, here's a picture of him at Isabel's graduation. I want you to pay close attention to his feet because he's lifting his heels off the ground for the photo and standing on his toes. Yep. I mean, we don't know in photographs how often he's doing this. I'm standing on my toe a little bit and making it look like, oh, my foot just happens to be up because I'm happy and in motion. Now, going back on the show at the very start of Sister Wives, Kody was often wearing these clogs, black clogs. Not so good looking, maybe comfortable, but not so good looking clogs. Now, these clogs probably gave you a good 2 inches of height. So it makes sense why he would wear these all the time. I have a photo, I think I actually have 2 from previous seasons or pictures that I found online where he's wearing these. Let me see what they're called. There's a certain brand of, of course, they're not going to be cheap. Dansko. Oh, yes. These are definitely shoes you wear if you want to be taller. 100%. Okay. I'm sorry. I found the picture online. He wears the black ones all the time. You know why he wears the black ones? Because he wants it to look like he's not wearing a clog. These give you a good 2 inches of height. Okay, I will take a screenshot and stick it in. And yes, the ugly shoes are $150. Okay, with the kind of vanity that Kody has in terms of what he has to do with his hair care, the fact that he got that convertible car when the show came about, according to Christine in her book, we know the man is all about appearances. So the fact that he would put this but ugly shoe on and wear it all the time, it's for the lift. Now, Kody has graduated. He has realized that the clog, not so cool. I don't know why the man doesn't wear just cowboy boots. He's obsessed with cowboys. That'll give him a lift. Well, at any rate, maybe he doesn't find them comfortable or something. On the Patreon with Tony and McKelty, somebody asked also, does Kody wear lifts in his shoes? And Tony kind of giggled and he said, well, yeah, he wears shoes that give him a little bit of extra height. McKelty goes on to say, oh, it's his favorite shoe because it's really comfortable. It's a dress shoe. I just have to say, dress shoes, most comfortable shoes on earth. This man doesn't wear a normal tennis shoe, a dress shoe. So he wears those all the time. Why does he wear those? Height. He has ones. You can look at the heels. I don't know if the pictures are going to show it that well because by the time you zoom in to actually see the heel, it kind of gets blurry, but I'll share what I have anyway. Definitely a thick-soled shoe. And it looks like pretty thick in the front as well. Here is a picture of Kody in the ugly clogs. $150 for those things. Let's look at the other pair of shoes. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, here's another one of the clogs. Here's the beautiful, very good-looking clogs. Robin in her little kitten heels, and Mary, of course, in a boot and a jacket with a scarf. That is her uniform.
He does wear heels with his classic shoes, but
My dad has a very specific style shoe that he likes to wear, and it's actually a dress shoe, and he enjoys it. It's comfortable, and the dress shoe does have a bit of a heel on it.
Okay, translation, it has lift. Because all dress shoes have a little bit of a heel. Almost every shoe has a little bit of a heel. You're going to be a little bit taller even if you're wearing a pair of tennis shoes than if you're wearing nothing or barefooted. Everything gives you a little bit of height. So in general, to just say dress shoe, she didn't say, no, it's a normal dress shoe. It has a heel the size of any heel on a dress shoe. No, she didn't say that. She said he does have a specific kind of shoe that he likes, and it does have a little bit of a heel on it. So the way it's presented is not he wears a dress shoe. So yes, he gets a little bit of height because he's wearing a dress shoe, which have heels. No, this is a dress shoe that also has a little bit of a heel on it. We're adding to our dress shoe. Lift. No joke. They don't look much different than my cheap black Croc knockoffs that I got 20 years ago from Kmart. Still going strong. Can't explain it, but I've still got them. With the shoes I slip on to walk to the mailbox. Why get new ones? They're still working. Absolutely nothing wrong with them. Looks like I could have bought them last month.
Not really, but go on.
Maybe that's why Kmart went out of business. They made things too well.
That's not why.
Moving on. Now keep in mind, when it comes to lifts and shoes, there are the lifts on the outside of the shoe, which just give it additional height. There's also lifts inside the shoe that give you additional height. Kody could be finding shoes that have extra room on the inside so he can put the padded lifts in there to give himself another half an inch or inch to step on. This we don't know. Maybe that's why he says those other shoes are so comfortable, because his lifts fit in them. I don't know. So here I have the Isabel photo. You can see Kody lifting up on his toes to take the photo. I just realized this is probably why Kody does his hair the way he does. If he keeps the curls on top, it gives him an additional inch. Makes the man look taller. Why did I not think of that until just now? This is why he can't shave it. He shaves those curly locks, he loses an inch of height. All right, so there you have it. Depending on your definition of lifts, yes, Kody Brown wears lifts. According to McKelty and Tony, yes. He has support in his shoes and wears a very specific shoe all the time. I'm guessing because it's the one that gives him the most lift. What do you think? And what have you noticed? And if you have additional photos that you can share, I don't think you can share them on YouTube. Shoot, if we were in Reddit, you could share them. Well, if you have a really great photo, you can always email it to me. I will collect them. We could do a montage video at some point. It would be great. Thanks for watching all the way to the very end. Take care. God bless. Adios and happy Halloween, sister friends.
That was 6 months ago.
Time for me to go turn on the lights and hand out candy. Goodbye.